Hi, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Ming Soon. I'm from A-STAR, the Agency for Science, Technology and Research. And I head a unit in A-STAR that works closely with SMEs. And for the past 1 year, actually my team have worked with about 400 plus companies. Some of them are bigger companies, but all of them are local companies. So today I will share with you some of the stories or some of the cases that we have worked with them and how they have leveraged on technology to help their business model. If you're interested, quarterly we have a newsletter that we send out, free electronic newsletter that we share. In the newsletter, actually we share stories of companies that we work with and we have permission to actually publish. We believe that it's difficult to sell technology. By the way, I don't make money from selling technology. I'm from A-STAR, so we don't get money. We believe that selling stories is easier because we know the technology. For example, I just sell IID. All of you know what is IID. For sure, you've been around for a while, but we may not know how to use it. But you hear stories of company using it, that may trigger your thought, that may trigger your business sense to leverage on it. Alright? Now let me go straight into it. Before I go into the stories, let's go through the boring stuff first. Let's set the stage for change. So, why change? Obviously, the first thing is everything is moving faster. Product life cycle, design life cycle are getting shorter, so we need to change. The second issue is inter-industry competitions. I think competition is coming from unexpected places. For example, if you are an electronic photo frame manufacturer, you would not have expected that competition is coming from in the form of iPad mini, because people can use iPad mini to showcase their photograph. Maybe there's no need for a digital camera and a digital photo frame anymore. Then how about if you are a compact frame camera manufacturer as well? Nowadays people don't carry compact camera anymore because they use their phone camera. Phone is always with them. So phone camera becomes an essential part of them. They don't carry compact camera with them all the time, but they carry their phone all the time. So competition is coming from unexpected places. Thirdly, is restructuring for business model that offer better customer experience. For example, the traditional toy retailer are struggling, but Build a Bear. I'm not sure you're familiar with this Build a Bear thing. Basically, you go there, you pay them good money, and they ask you to start the thing to the bear yourself, ask you to sew the bear yourself, ask you to wear the clothes of the bear yourself. Basically, you're paying money to do work yourself, but people enjoy doing it. People pay for the experience. People don't pay for product anymore. So, these are all competitions. And most importantly, past performance doesn't guarantee future success. That's why we need to change. I guess this slide is very interesting. These are, or should I say, world familiar brands. I think all you are familiar with it totally. Borders, actually I still have the gift cards, but it's useless now because Borders is not around anymore. HMD, most people don't listen to CD anymore, I guess. Kodak, actually Kodak is the first company that first came out with digital camera. You go through the history of digital camera, they are the first company that came out with digital camera, but because the film design is so successful, their management really tell the engineer that invented the digital camera to go and take a break. Because if they had digital camera, why couldn't they have film business? And look at where they are now. Nokia, my first phone, I don't know about you, but Nokia is gone, sort of, you know. So in their days, actually nobody know they would not be around today. I mean, that time Nokia, I think 80% of people here carry Nokia phone, I do believe, at that time. So another interesting thing is, someone just told me this morning, Dow Jones Industrial Index is a composite index of 30 companies, 30 of the biggest company in America, or in the world, you say, 30 of them. So if you look through the history, and you'll be interesting fact that in the 80s, 30 companies that make up the Dow Jones Industrial Index in the 80s, bring it to today, about 30 years later. I don't want to guess how many of the 30 companies still in the index. 30 years ago they are in the index. How many of the companies still in the index today? They are big company, huge company. Maybe company like 3M, company like Kodak, they were in the Dow Jones before. In today's context, only about 7 companies remains in the Dow Jones Industrial Index. That's why there's a need to change. Big business need to change, small business also need to change. So now everybody said we must change, I say we must change. So how to start? And where to start? Frankly, I also don't know. If I know, I will not be here. I'll be looking at changes. But there are mega trends that professors, the experts study, and even give us some hints, and hopefully give us some hints on where we can go. For example, population boom, I think you heard so much about it. Basically, the world had welcomed its 7 billion citizens in 2011, and by 2043, there will be 9 billion people, and the world population will hit and take over about 10 billion people. That is a huge number of people. So, we need to put pressure on natural resources and obviously business opportunity. The other part of the business of the population boom, of course, is aging population. It's a silver tsunami wave. You all know about it. In 2012, only Japan and Germany have matured beyond middle age of 45. They have 50% of their population actually crossed the 45 years old mark. Now, today, most European countries, South Korea and Taiwan, will enter this huge mature age by 2030. So migration will be a way to go, as most countries will develop workforce shortage, so people will move around. The question is, do we have technology to replace human beings? Urbanization, 60% of all population stay in cities. Of course, this means opportunity or economic growth, strain on food, water, but owing to these rapid urbanizations of the developing world, research has shown that the volume of urban construction, if our construction is the urban construction, over the next 40 years will roughly equal to the entire volume of the human beings to date in human history. So the next 40 years will be a construction boom for a lot of people. Maybe not in Singapore, but in the whole world. Digital or technology is changing the world, the next generation socialize. Social technologies are now essentially part of everyday life. For example, Facebook, Twitter, you have it on your phone. I think most of us check it all the time, most of the times. The social generation are reshaping companies from the inside, helping them to build broader, more agile network to create value to the customers. So mobility and connection will be the heart of future business environment. Are we ready for it, or are you ready for it? Mass customization, I think 3D printing, so many people talk about it, so I'm not talking about it now. Individual empowerment will accelerate due to the growth of middle class. They have money, they have better education, and then new communication and manufacturing technology also. Limited resources, demand for resources such as food, water, power, tackling problems in one community which will link to the supply and demand of the others. So these are useful trends studied by experts, not me. The question is, how do we use this trend and then hopefully get some insight on how should we change? I will use this trend to link to some of SME will do it, and hopefully give some ideas on where to go. First, Internet of Things is something with technology. What is Internet of Things? IoT in short. Basically, it is a world where everything can talk to everything else. That's what Internet of Things is. For layman terms, everything can talk to everything else. So advances in technology such as low-cost sensor, wireless, MFC, enable IoT. For example, a sensor-enabled toothbrush. You know, you brush your teeth every day, every night, every evening. Can actually send the data to your smartphone. I think, I'm not sure how many of you wear the watches. They can talk to your smartphone. The toothbrush can talk to your smartphone as well. And then you can tell how long you brush your teeth, where you miss, and how you can improve effectiveness while you're brushing. All these verbal data can then provided and then sent to your dentist. I don't know, this sounds scary to me. I'm not very interested in dentists, don't know how many times I brush my teeth. But let me give you one less scary but real life example of Internet of Things. 4-Star. 4-Star is a local company. What they do is they provide sensor at construction sites. They provide noise sensor, they provide vibration sensor. All construction sites need a sensor. So what happens is they install sensor at the construction sites. Before, their field engineers need to drive down to the construction site and download the data. So, you know, the boss was sharing that you send your engineer out, you're not sure how efficient they are. Then they can visit 3 sites, they can visit 5 sites, traffic jam, you don't know. So then by the time you come back very late, then you need to generate reports or whatever. So it's not something they want to do. So they license the technology from A-Star and implement their customer site. So they implement it at the construction site at their customer. So after automation, the data is sent directly to their server by 3G. That means they create a local area network at the construction site. All the sensor will send the information to a node, and the node will send the data by 3G. That's nothing new. Because some of them may have camera installed in your shops, and your shop actually you can access the shop video camera in your handphone. So it is exactly the same concept. So now what happened is, now we don't need to send a few engineers to the field anymore. The field engineer just need to stay in the control and just download the data. Sounds great, right? Now they also don't need to buy COE anymore because you don't need to provide vehicles anymore. COE is getting high also. So it saves time. It saves manpower and it saves cost for the companies. And then now there's added advantage. Now the data provided is real time. And last time if they go down 3 days, they download the information. It's 3 days old. Now actually it's real time information. Now actually a company can tell a construction site, hey, your noise is beyond the threshold. Real time information. So now actually on theory the company can charge higher premium for real time information. But frankly, I'm not too sure the construction site will welcome the real time information. Maybe the noise pollution is intended to rush down the project. So changes in business model can result in lower cost, higher profit, and so I believe that if you sit down and think through your business area, you may find many areas in your business that can use this technology as well. I have the technology, or A-Star have the technology, but we don't have the business sense that you have. This is what we think of. Maybe you have something better that you think you can use it. Do talk to us. Let me share another one. How about AR, a type of virtual reality? I think the best example can be demonstrated by these applications. Gamurai, it came out in newspaper, I'm not sure how many of you are familiar with it. Basically, they licensed A-Star 3D face modeling technology and came out with a product. They only licensed the 3D face modeling for us, they add in all the rest themselves. Their product allowed a customer to try more than 50 different hairstyles in less than 30 minutes. And this provides visual for the saloon to better engage the customer. So this is interesting. Newspaper cutting on 10 September 2014. It allowed the hair stylist to take a single frontal photo of the customer and then create a 3D avatar on which different hairstyle can superimpose on. So now you can really see how the new hairstyle will continue. They always want to try a funky hairstyle on themselves. Maybe this software will allow you to use it. So, as I mentioned earlier, maybe you can think of this technology. Maybe you can use it on cosmetic product. Maybe your female customer want to see how the different type of powder color will see on the face. Maybe you use this technology. License from us, take it and move. And maybe sunglasses on an online shop, your online business presence. The guy not too sure whether this sunglass suit his face or not. Maybe allow him to take a photo of him through his computer, send your server, and then you're able to superimpose your different sunglasses onto his face. So it's a different way to use the technology, and it changes the way you sell your customer. You create value for your customer. Let me show you a short video clip on this.
I'm very proud to present you raw experience. It's really something unique and something that our hair fashion industry needs.
It improves our consultation.
With my case, especially in the two area. First area will be the skill training, because we need to supervise the staff and indicate whether it's the one. And the second one is actually the customer consultation, because they can use the 3D and multi-color effect to actually share with the client and let them know the client result.
我需要这一台，因为我的顾客都大部分都是年轻人，那年轻人他们想一起突破，那突破的话，有时候他所要的这些发型啊，那我跟他展示来给他看，他们还是对我们有一点这种担心，这个发型这种适合他还是不适合。那有这个软件的，我就觉得能够帮助，因为马上它的效果就会出来了，颜色方面啊，它的发型啊，长短啊，真的是很方便。因为现在年轻人是大概是有3个月他们想换发型的，所以每次回来就说安迪，你可不可以再给我做新的造型啊？那我就要去帮他找。那有的这个软件真的是很容易，非常容易。我只是把他的脸放在里面，然后调，要短要长要重，我觉得是很好用，我很喜欢，真的。我会介绍给我朋友。
Alright, I think it's interesting. And I stress again, we only license the face recognition technology, we never count the software at all. We still need your business sense of how to use that technology. Technology is not everything actually. maybe let me share a third example. I think sometimes the SME can look within themselves to understand what is a core competency, something that they are very good at, and then use that to go branches out into another areas. For example, JE start off as providing cleaning services to the industry electronics, and they realize they need to expand into other areas. So they look within and realize that they can venture into domestic product with a core competency. They are very good in cleaning. So they come up with dishwashers. They come with small standalone dishwashers as well as a big one for handling huge volumes. At those separate cleaning kitchens. So they actually expand into F&B industries. So now what happened is they actually work with A-Star to come up with sorting robots. As the plate go through, they got different size of plate, different size of bowl. So now they're actually working with A-Star to come up with robots can fix to figure out, automatically pick up the different size and then put into different containers so they can wash it more effectively. So you see, they venture from industrial cleaning to manufacture of white goods, those dishwasher, and then now they venture in the service industry, the food and beverage service industry to wash the dishes or this thing. So I think that this is a very interesting move from the industry cleaning to domestic product to F&B cleaning. The issue here is they know what is a core competency, what they are good at. So then with that they venture forward. So I share with you 3 quick short stories of local SMEs that use technology to change their way they do business or the way of their business. Let me share with you quickly about how A-Star can work with you. As mentioned earlier, we are not here for profit for sure. A-Star is backbone under NTI, in case you don't know. So we are not a research agency. We are a research agency, but we are a research agency for economic purposes. So we have to help local businesses, we have to help businesses go to the next frontier. We want to be the engine for transforming our economy into knowledge-based and innovation-driven ones. These are quick statistics. We have more than 4,300 researcher, engineer, and technical support staff and 18 research units. In terms of research staff, actually we are the biggest research institute. And we have a commercialization arm, ETPR. If you have worked A-Star before, if you have licensed any technology from A-Star before, you have worked ETPR. And you have not, I would strongly encourage you to take a look at ETPR website. We have a lot of technology. We have a lot of technology that should be able to use to expand your business, but we don't know, only you know how to use it. So you may find something that is interesting that you want to license from us. So, from mind to market, how A-Star can help. This is a quick slide of how we can work together. So I think this is something very useful. First one, what do you need? So we have this operation and technology road mapping, OTR in short. We actually sit down with you and your management team and try to work out the roadmap for your company. This service can be totally paid for by Spring ICB. So on theory, you pay nothing, you apply to Spring to pay us. So it's a collaboration between A-Star and our partner Spring to bring a service to a local company. Then how to grow a business with technology, we have TAP. It's a 1-year-old program targeted to help SME increase your productivity through adoption of technologies. Currently, we have 12 RTG, we call RTG Ready to Go package. These are simple technology packages that we put together, standalone, that you can just adopt and then if it's suitable for you, just adopt and use it in your technology. Currently, we have about 900 plus adoptions by local companies actually in this area. We also do a lot of one-to-one projects with SMEs. I think 50-50 actually, a lot of our projects that we do is with local companies. In case you think A-Star only work MNC, we don't. We actually do a lot of work with SMEs. In licensing, A-Star also offers very reasonable terms for SMEs. Head Start program, you see here, Head Start program under licensing, is actually for SME only. Head Start means that if you have a collaboration project with A-Star, and if there's foreground IP that comes out of collaboration projects, you use it free, exclusively for 18 months. Nobody can use the technology for 18 months except you. So that gives you a head start. With the technology in 18 months, you may have ventured in the new market whatsoever. Then after 18 months, you continue to use it free. We won't charge you a single cent at all. But it's not exclusive anymore. That means we are able to license this technology to other people. So it's a head start for you. Of course, if you think the technology is important to you, it's your core competency, you can talk to us and obviously you can continue licensing exclusively. So that's something that we do for the SMEs. And last but not least, we have the TIAP. TIAP is very popular. TIAP is basically we second our scientists to your company. He work in your company, is under your, use army term, is under your command and control. Okay? And 70% of the cost of secondment is paid for by Spring. So at 30% of the cost, you get a PhD, you get a scientist, you work in your companies, obviously on a project basis. Actually, this scheme is one of the most popular ones. Every year we tee up about 70 or scientists to the companies, close to 70 scientists, so about 70 scientists of our company work in the SME sector. One of the value is they're also able to understand the SME sector better and then bring the problem back to A-Star. Before I end, maybe I share with you another real case study of a company or local company. Component Tech is a local SME with 20 years experience in distribution of a wire bond machine, X-ray inspection machine. Remember, they start out as a distributor. They have no technical competency. They are start as a distributor. In 2006, with assistance from Syntec and funding from Spring, the company actually ventured into semicon inspection equipment development. So from distributor, they decided to develop their own product. So the company moved from distribution of system to develop their own. So the company turned to A-Star TF scheme, as I mentioned earlier, in 2008. And with that scheme, they actually launched the world's first 3D wire bond inspection machines in 2008. And the machine is so successful, they established an R&D arm in Singapore with over 30 research engineers. Developed from a distributor to a developer to their own research arm of 30 research engineers. They developed 8 know-hows in wire bond related inspections and 2 patents jointly with Syntec. So you can see technology can help the transport company from a distributor value add to a developer. Technology has helped the company move up the value chain, and I'm sure some of you all here will be able to do the same. Government agency is here to help you. So I have briefly gone through all the major schemes that we have for SMEs, and I share with you 4 stories of real stories of local companies leveraging on technology to move their business. I think it will take a while to sink in, but I think this slide will help. This slide is our contact. So we have 2 COIs, the precision engineering and the materials, and then we have the quarterly newsletter that I mentioned earlier. Indeed, we share the successful story we have working with SMEs. Hopefully a story can trigger your thought and maybe you can do the same for you. So do feel free to contact us if you want further discussions. So frankly speaking, either you disrupt yourself now and at your own pace, or be disrupted by the market. And I think disrupting yourself at your own pace is definitely less painful. That's all I have. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you. Thank you once again, Mr. Liao Ing Soon. Please another big round of applause. Great sharing from A-Star, great support. And of course, questions for Mr. Liao will be taken later as we are doing a panel discussion.